All the internals, the bottom end is done. Got the pistons in, got the oil pump in there, got all the outside fuel pump. Everything is all set. I'm about to put the oil pan on, so it's kind of exciting. We finally get to close this thing up. Oil pan, and then the head goes next. And the oil pan gasket, just a quick couple of comments. I mentioned before in a previous video that I'm using the Felpro kit, and that's the gasket kit, and that's there. It's a 2601134. It came with all the gaskets and everything. It came with this cork multi-piece, and I think this is kind of the standard gasket. Seen several references to it. I mean, it's kind of nice. It's all, it's got little tabs and stuff where everything links together. Up here on the front, these things go into the little holes and help stabilize it. It's got little connectors down here, so it's made specifically to piece together, and it's in 4 different pieces. These things are notorious for leaking, not the gaskets, but the engines, like everywhere. I must have fixed probably a dozen leaks when I first got the Jeep about 3 years ago. I did replace the oil pan gasket, and I really had no issues with it, but I replaced it along the way with a 1-piece. So this thing is it's metal, so it's metal reinforced. It's all single piece. So even though the kit came with it, I've already spent and sunk so much money into this thing that I figured, okay, what the hell, I want to make sure that I don't have to mess around with this again and give myself the best chance of not having any oil leaks. So I went ahead and bought this separately. So I'm not going to use the multi piece gasket for this, and I'm going to put on copious amounts of black RTV around these edges and probably around the front there, as well as around this back. You're supposed to do those edges in there because where those angles are, that's where it's most likely going to be leaking. It should be pretty good along this flat surface here. And the 1-piece gasket is the 34308R. I actually got this at Advance Auto, and I was not able to find it on Amazon. I bought the original one on Amazon, but yeah, Advance Auto. So some Napa did not have it, so some have it, some of them don't. And while I'm thinking about it, I also wanted to point out that when I was putting on the timing chain cover, I mentioned this. I tried to get this as flat as possible. Again, this is the timing chain cover. So these things are interconnected there. There's a little bit of a lip there. I mean, that's probably a 32nd of an inch, something like that. But I'm going to put a bunch of RTV right in that area there because I don't want that to leak. And also over here too. This is barely noticeable, but I'm going to go ahead and get some good sealant in there. Also, this is the back of the motor, something to talk about. Rear main seal is probably the #1 area where a Jeep is going to leak these 258s. And notice that the rear main seal, there's a little bit of a lip there. There's a little bit of lip there. And over on this other side as well too. So again, any place where it's not going to be perfectly flat or perfectly angled, this is supposed to tuck in that. So it's in that groove now, and it's supposed to come down there, and there's a little bit of play there. Now when I cinch that down, it might press down the rear main seal a little bit. But guess what? This leak here is going to look exactly like a rear main seal leak. So you'd be getting up underneath there and replacing this thing. And it's not even the rear main seal. It's somehow the gasket around it. So make sure you get that really well with some RTV. I also don't like that lip. It kind of pushes up this whole side. I noticed this a couple years ago when I first put this in, that even with this down, it was like a little bit, it had a little bit of play in it. Again, maybe when it all cinches down. So I may actually put in some RTV all along the inside of this channel, just a little tiny bit, just to seal up this part. Because this is upside down and this is the low part there. Again, it's going to look exactly like a rear main seal leak, if it does leak. So anyway, just going to get a bunch in there. I'm showing this pretty closely because if you're underneath there, because I've done this, and you're looking up and you're trying to get this thing positioned and everything, it is a real pain in the rear end to try to get up and get everything in the right place. All right, we're ready to get the oil pan gasket back on. The small 1/4 inch bolts get torqued to 5 to 9 pounds, and the 5/16 bolts get torqued to 10 to 13. The kit with the one-piece gasket from Felpro, it's got these nice little clips, so if you are underneath the Jeep and you're replacing, you pretty much have to use a one-piece gasket. The 4-piece just isn't going to work out very well at all. So one piece, but these clips are nice. You screw them in, you clip this up into it. All the surfaces I've cleaned really well, and I'm going to try to do this pretty quickly because I don't want the RTV to get too dried before it lays down. I feel like it should be tacky and stick to both surfaces, and you're supposed to wait, let it rest and dry a little bit before completely torquing it down. But at least initially, it'd be nice if it had a little tackiness. So again, I'm just going to put it around this little edge here, the other edge. These lines here are fine, especially around that little lip right there, and around this little corner here, and probably a little bit up in here too. And then I think also, like I said before, I probably forgot about this, but right in there, there's a little bit of extra. When I'm laying the gasket on it, it bunches up here. It's almost like I'd rather have it kind of stretch over here and be tight and pulled tight up against the crank, or tight up against the bearing cap here, the rear main seal bearing cap. So I might just use a tiny bit right in there. Like I said, definitely those edges right there where the rear main seal is. Start from the middle and work my way out. Sort of crisscrossy. I can probably start torquing them down now. Alright, that's all the smaller bolts. Now for the 5/16, they get torqued to 10 to 13. Alright, this is as good as she's gonna look. Nice little parting shot. I gotta do the touch-up paint probably as soon as I get the head bolts on. So I gotta do the touch-up paint after I get the head on. The head's gonna go on next. Do a little touch-up paint, then I'll get that water pump pulley on. Then the outside will be pretty much done. When I just put the oil filter on there while I was here. Let's hope that this thing holds up. I see a little bit of the RTV in the back there, and I'm good with that.